Morning, everybody. Good to see you again. Today, we're going to get back in line with our 8 things to hold on to. Yesterday, we talked about a good name, which is above all treasures of the world. Hang on to your good name, keep it good and fresh and true. Uh, so, today, we're going to talk about God's Word. But before we do that, here's your funny for the day. In the food section of Walmart, walking up and down the aisle was a mama and her little girl. The little girl was about 5 years old. And the little girl looked ahead of them down the aisle, and there was a lady, a rather large lady, reading the shelves, doing her shopping. And the little girl said, "Mama, that lady's fat." And the mama, trying to correct things and teach her daughter a better way of saying things, says, "No, baby, it's just in her genes." And the little girl said, "No, Mama, I think it's in her sweater too." All right, there's your funny for the day. Today we're talking about holding fast, keeping true, hanging on to something. And today I want to address for a moment or two God's Word. God's Word is unique in that there's no other book, no other writing, no other belief system that takes precedence over God's Word. It's eternal. It's flawless. And so we want to hold fast in our life when we're young, when we're old, middle aged, no matter what we're going through. There's nothing in life that it doesn't address one way or the other. And so we hold on fast to God's Word. It's the standard of life. It's true no matter where it is, no matter what's being applied to it. It is true. For example, in my little shop where I piddle around with wood and whatnot from time to time, I have a ruler. And that ruler is my standard for measuring things. If I'm cutting something on a bandsaw or a chop saw, a table saw, if I'm using a router, if I'm using whatever tool that I want to use, building whatever I want to build, there's only one standard to measure things by, and that's that ruler. Well, the same goes to, for example, same truth holds true to God's Word. It is my standard. Everything I do, all my decisions, relationships, whatever, it needs to be measured by God's Word. It addresses everything. So study God's Word today. Read God's Word. Meditate on it. And I encourage you to do that. And I do so in the Lord. Have a good day. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye now.